What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adjen back again for another Outerplane video. And for today, it's the usual should you summon video, because tomorrow after the maintenance, we will be getting a new 3-star character to be added into the game, and that is going to be Edelweiss. And she is a ninja, which is really nice. Also, she looks gorgeous from the preview that you've gotten the past few days. So let us go ahead and take a look at her skill set. Should you summon for Edelweiss? We will see in if whether her skill set are worth summoning for or not. So Edelweiss is a water element, I called it. Battle type ranger, I called it. Subclass, I did not call this one. So she is a tactician ranger. She's going to be added into the normal recruit after her drop rate up event ends. So we have here the skill 1, the ninja variety combo. So after max level, skill enhanced level 5, attacks an enemy and has a 50% chance to inflict unbuffable on the target for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. And also this one has the burst skill. Burst level 1 increases the chance of inflict unbuffable by 50%, so it becomes 100% chance to inflict unbuffable debuff to the enemy. Burst level 2 ninjutsu water spout technique minus 1 turn. I believe that is the skill 3. Yeah. It reduces skill cooldown on her skill 3 with burst level 2. And then burst level 3 enhance attack ninjutsu water spout technique reset. So she can spam her skill 3 if you have her at minimum 5-star to unlock the burst level 3. That is if you can gain lots of AP during that. Maybe you can gain also, because we will talk about that one later. Her skill 2, elf style hand seals. Yeah, I remember watching Naruto. I used to try to imitate the hand seals of the ninjas in Naruto, because it's very cool. Like something like this, right? It's very cool. My favorite is the Katon Gokyatsu no Jutsu, like something like this. Yeah, Katon Gokakyu no Jutsu, very cool. And this skill 2 for Edelweiss also has the hand seals, but this one is hand seals like kawaii hand seals. She's very cute with this one. You will be seeing the skill preview somewhere around here, down here. I will show it in the screen. So this is a passive effect and has a 4 rounds cooldown. So at skill enhanced level 5, at the start of battle, grants a ninja's after image to the caster. So she's getting some Kagebunshin at the start of the battle. When an ally is inflicted with a debuff, activates an agile response. And then the triggered effect removes 1 debuff from all allies and has a 100% chance to inflict unhealable on all enemies for 3 turns. A ninja's after image, 25% of damage dealt to all allies is redirected to Edelweiss. Does not stack with other gear effects of the same type. Cannot be removed until Edelweiss is defeated. So she's going to be a ranger tank with this kind of skill set. Her skill 2 seems really interesting, because she has some cleanse skill on this passive, but it is tied to an agile response, to a trigger effect. There are certain instances where agile response cannot proc, like in the case of using Demi Blada and also using Dahlia. You cannot proc agile response to those type of skills. But when it is followed up by Charlotte or followed up by Notia, then the agile response will proc. It's kinda misleading before, but they've already addressed that issue now that after a certain character follow up again, after those character like Demi Blada and Dahlia, the agile response, the revenge will proc. So just take note about on that one. If maybe you might be wondering why your agile response is not working or your revenge is not proccing. There are certain characters that prevents those types of trigger effect. Also, she has the Orius buff to herself because the damage is going to be redirected to Edelweiss. It does not stack with other gear effects of the same type. Meaning that if you have a tank that has the... What kind of necklace is that one? Let me go ahead and check out my Christina. My Christina has that necklace. The Charmer's necklace. Because this one, the wearer takes 30% of the damage all allies takes. Only the ally with the highest max health can activate this effect. So, this one is a bit higher compared to Edelweiss skill set, which is only 25%. But, having this kind of skill set to Edelweiss means that you're not you're not in team building, you're not how do I praise this one? You're not forced to bring a tank, a dedicated tank that will soak up the damage, because Edelweiss can handle that one. And not only Edelweiss can tank, she also has the cleanse debuff to her passive skill, which is kinda nice. And with the burst skill levels, she can also inflict unbuffable to the enemy, which is a really good debuff. Now, moving on to her skill tree, the ultimate skill, Ninjutsu Water Spout Technique. This one has a 5 rounds cooldown, very long, but it makes up for it if you have the burst skill level. The burst skill level will reduce the skill cooldown of this one. Can also reset the cooldown if you have Edelweiss at a 5-star, minimum 5-star. So at skill enhanced level 5, attacks all enemies when there is more than one target, ignores 30% of the target's defense. When there is only one target, ignores 100% of the target's defense and steals all buffs. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health and additionally increases proportional to missing health. So this one is really good because this one has a ignore defense mechanic or a penetration. She penetrates 30%, which is already really good. And if you pair that one up with a penetration necklace or a penetration set, maybe Edelweiss will hit really hard, which I'm really excited for, but my resources are not excited. Yes, my resources are very scarce. I just want to pray to RN Jesus that RN Jesus will bless me tomorrow to get Edelweiss. Otherwise, I'm gonna cry. One thing to note that I noticed in this skill description for Edelweiss is that even though it states here that damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health, it's not the same like the one from Canon and D-Drakan. So maybe it's just a typo, because if to fully understand what I'm talking about, if you will see Canon's scaling damage with our skills, this one, damage dealt increases proportional to defense instead of attack. You see the difference? It has the instead of attack. This one is really important when you're trying to put up the character skill description, because it might mislead other players, because that one might be something like D-Stella. Like the... As you can see here, damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health and deals greater damage to boss monsters. As you can see, damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. It does not have the word that instead of attack, right? Unlike in the case of Canon, it's clearly stated here that it's going to be scaling based on the caster's defense, not of attack. And same with Demi-Drakan. Demi-Drakan also has this wording on her skill set. As you can see, damage dealt increases proportional to max health instead of attack. Yeah, maybe there is a catch to Edelweiss, but I hope that it's just going to be a mistypo, something like that, because HP scaling might be really good. especially for a tank ranger. Ranger has a really high base speed, so a really fast tanky ranger seems really good in PvP. And I'm really glad that she's probably meant for PvP with this kind of skill set, and that's why I'm really excited for her. Now the question is, should you summon for Edelweiss? I forgot the exclusive equipment. Let us see. Increases the caster's health by 35%. This one is pretty huge. So if you manage to pull Edelweiss, this one is a no-brainer because this one increases Edelweiss health by 35%. 35% increase is already pretty high in my honest opinion. So get this one, a must-have for her. And yeah, I think she's not a must summon unless she's really broken via testing in PvP, because it's really hard to tell if the character is broken or not if you have not tested that one in actual combat. These are only based on theory crafting and based on the skill presented on the paper. So I'm not really sure if Edelweiss is worth summoning for. Take note that alongside Edelweiss, there will be an air rerun banner. Yeah, alongside this one, we will also Stella rate up banner. And these two are, I mean, air is a much more must summon compared to Edelweiss, because air is already proven to be broken, especially in PvE. And a lot of the cases, the gameplays available in Outerplane are mostly consisted of PvE, like especially the new upcoming PvE game mode like the world boss and the single raids. Air is just broken in those game modes. She's very strong, and she's way more of a must-have compared to Edelweiss in my honest opinion. And also Edelweiss is going to be a in my honest opinion, she's going to be a PvP focused character. So if you're not into PvP, then you might want to skip on Edelweiss. Instead, if you don't have air, just go for air. That is my recommendation for you guys. If you don't have air, go summon for air. But if you have air and you have the spare resources, maybe just wait it out first and try to wait for content creators to test out Edelweiss damage scaling, because as I've said earlier, there is some probably some mistypo on the skill description. But if it's intended like that, then she's going to be suck. Meaning those kind of HP damage scaling is going to be poop, because they will just be they will scale more on attack instead of the HP. Unlike in the case of Canon and Demidrakan, where they clearly stated that instead of attack. Well, to everyone who are going to be summoning for Edelweiss tomorrow, I wish you good luck. And may all Edelweiss wanters becomes Edelweiss havers. And I think that's it for me for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you could help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace.